Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I want to talk about the Vanessa Guillen case. She's a 20-year-old United States Army soldier that went missing. Gregory Morales went missing also last year. You know, this is all doesn't. It sounds fishy. It's just this is a hot mess, okay? And I'm a veteran, so I know the way the Army operates. I recorded a video yesterday, but I deleted it because when I previewed it, I realized I said more than I should have. Gotta be careful. This is how it goes. If you get harassed sexually or raped, if you even mention that you're going to tell, that you're going to report the incident, you will be threatened. It's more like a promise. Okay? And they'll tell you stuff like no one's going to believe you. And so on and so forth. It's sad. It's sad, but it's true. Now, Gregory Morales, I don't know why he was murdered. That's what makes me think this is a hate crime. Because the Army says that Vanessa, there's no evidence to back up that Vanessa Guillen was sexually harassed. So what else? This is lime water. Squeeze some limes, it tastes so good. It's very hot today. It's very hot every day. My nose itches. Yeah. And this is sad but true. It happens. It happens way too often. And the majority of times, females won't report it. Won't report it. Out of sheer fear. Threaten you with your career. That you'll lose your career. Lose your benefits. Or you could turn up like Vanessa. It's sad but true. These are facts. It's hard to talk about this topic, to speak on this, especially when, like me, you're a veteran and you have to be aware of your words. I have to be aware of my words. Yesterday's video, I said how I felt, and I said what I wanted to say, and but I got personal, and I'm not ready for that. Not yet. Not yet. But anyways, yeah, it is very scary. It is very scary. Because a lot of times, well, most times, it's an officer, and but usually higher ranking than yourself. And if he's a decorated war hero, Green Army, Green Army, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just a little nervous. Green Beret, Special Forces, highly decorated, war hero. You know, once they tell you, who's going to believe you over me? And that's a fact. That is a fact. Take chances, you know. And why do these things happen to soldiers, female soldiers? I have no idea why the predators do this. But it startled me. What I can tell you is that a predator can be a family member, can be a neighbor, can be a stranger, It can be a co-worker. It could be your company commander. I mean, the guy that murdered Vanessa was not a company commander. He was not highly decorated. He was none of that. But he was above her. I think one. I believe she's a private first class. Yeah. And he was a straight sergeant. Regardless. And the army, like something like the police, it's like a brotherhood. And what happens and what goes on in the army is supposed to stay in the army. Yep. Involving people on the outside, civilians, it's not, I wouldn't recommend it. First of all, if something happens, you're supposed to go through your chain of command. Vanessa was so afraid. I don't blame her. She was so afraid. I think she told a friend, whoa. What in the world? She told a friend and a sister, if I'm not mistaken. But if you go through the chain of command, you go to the higher ups, they're going to look at you like it's basically a no-win situation. It really is. Just have to be very careful. And of course you're going to trust because you work side by side with these people, you know? And you're supposed to trust them because we're supposed to have each other's backs. Say we're in war or whatever. Yeah, it's like the police. We're supposed to have each other's backs. It's a brotherhood. But it's sad. It's just, I'm really debating, but I'm not ready. I'm really not ready. You know, you may think, oh, you can't be afraid. I know a woman who was threatened to lose her career. And wouldn't it be a shame if something happened to your mom or your cute little sister while you're away? You know, I don't know if it's because when you're younger, if that has something to do with it, being younger, the fear. But I think anyone that gets threatened, you know, the family threatened, I would back off. Yeah, back off. It doesn't only happen in the United States Army. As I said, I'm a veteran. I've gone to school with Marines, Air Force, Navy. And we talk amongst ourselves. It's really sad. It's really, really sad. A lot of the stuff that female soldiers go through is sad. Am I saying that every female soldier goes through sexual harassment or rape? No, not all. Of course not. But for the ones that do, it's a scary situation to be in. It really is. And you're against a rock and a hard place, okay? The military, the army, the military doesn't like civilians, outsiders in our business. They don't take kindly to that. They really don't. I have had conversations with veterans, little old men, that have told me how ashamed they were of the things that happened, like in Vietnam. They told me stuff that I had nightmares after that. Yeah. Like, yeah, soldiers were heroes and stuff like that, but some really horrendous, unspeakable committed unspeakable crimes against women and children. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that one. Yeah, and I gotta be careful. Anyways, yeah, Vanessa Guillen. I feel really bad. I understand how afraid she must have been. Did that give that guy a right to bludgeon her to death with a hammer to the point where they couldn't even identify her through dental records? Her face, there was nothing left of it. And him and his girlfriend cut off her arms, her legs, her head, buried it in different spots, 3 different spots. Poured lime on her body and then concrete. That's demonic. Who does that? You have no right to do that. Well, the person who murdered Vanessa, I believe, is the same person who murdered Gregory Morales. And he took the coward's way out. He blew his brains out. God forgive me for saying this, but he should have done that before putting his hands on anyone. I'm sorry. So yeah, he was a sergeant. Okay, he was a sergeant. He was a black male. How old is he? I forget. I know he's older than Vanessa and Gregory. But that's not the point. You know, and that it's still going on. This has been going on for a very long time. Very long time. And something has to be done. But fighting the army is good luck. Good luck. Like there will not be a few $1,000,000 for Vanessa's family. Stocks in Disney. Free college for her family members. Nothing. Nothing. Her or Gregory. No. You know, being a female is not easy. Well, I'm going to say the army because I was in the army. But really it's military. Especially if you're young and Latina. Someday I'll have something to say about, anyways. Ooh. And they'll throw up like, oh, you're lying. He's happily married. He has children. And that didn't stop him. That sure did not stop him, right? Yeah. But I just wanted to speak on this briefly, and I found myself feeling uncomfortable because have you ever wanted to speak out against something which you knew it'd be hard to do? Anyways, another time. I can't. Yeah, this has been going on for many, many, many years. Hopefully it'll end. I don't see how, but anyways, I just wanted to speak on Vanessa and Gregory. And I remember when I heard the news about Gregory, I was really sad. Then when I heard about Vanessa, I cried for both of them. I got triggered. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's sad but true. I'm sorry. Ooh. This is a very sensitive topic. And yeah, there's nothing for Vanessa or Gregory's families. Why is that? Why is it? Because they're not drug addicts? Because they don't have criminal records? Why? Because they had careers? They were tax-paying citizens, decent citizens? I, I don't know. Who's to say? But it's like in this neighborhood, the drug dealers are regarded in high esteem. And there's that no snitching thing. And if you tell on a drug dealer, you're going to have to move out of here really quickly. That's been going on for a very long time also. It's like the drug dealers. They get away with everything. And there's people that have their backs. Criminals, same thing. It shouldn't have to be. This shouldn't have to be. It should not. But it is. You know, I joined the United States Army because people often ask me, why did you join the United States Army after high school? I joined so I can get out of the housing projects. Truth be told, that is the truth. That's why when people say, oh, it's hard to get out the projects, easier said than done. No, no, no. It's actually not. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till you have a gaggle of kids. See, I was afraid of ending up like the other girls on my neighborhood, on my block. I was really afraid of that. Ending up with children, unmarried, in the welfare system, and stuck in the projects. I knew that I was better than that. I just knew. I knew it. As soon as I got my high school diploma, because when I joined the Army, you had to have a high school diploma. They did not take GEDs. Now they do. So now it's even easier. So for those people who are trying to get out the Army, it's not impossible. It's really not. Forget about the Jordans and the jewelry and the fitteds and wanting to look all dressy. And you live in the projects. That's weird. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that you should dress like a bum just because you live in the projects. But some people take it to another level. Like I've seen women coming out of the housing projects, very expensive handbags. Handbags that I could not afford. But if I were paying a little tiny portion of rent, and I didn't have to pay for electricity, water, heat, any of that, I probably could. But that's not what I wanted for myself. My father told me I was better than that. My mother told me that I could do anything. They both told me I could do anything I set my mind to. And I knew that was true. Yeah, I knew that was true. And some people will be like, oh, but I didn't have a father. Well, you have a mind, a working mind. You can think for yourself. Because sometimes I think about that. What if I didn't have my father, my parents? Would I still have thought to go? I believe so. Because I believed that I deserved better. I believed that I knew I could do better. But yeah. When I go to the old neighborhood, I often speak to the young Latinas. The Latinas, because people get offended. And they don't need you in their business and all that. So I learned my lesson. I tried. And you'd be surprised how many Latinas actually signed up after high school. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. You know, to talk about it is good. To be about it, that's a whole nother level. That's awesome. It's amazing. Much better. So, yeah, don't let anyone tell you that you can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. My mother and my father always, they supported me in everything, sports, everything. And I guess people are right. It does make a difference, maybe. But still, you have a working mind. You can think for yourself. But maybe it is nicer, and you have more of a chance if you have your parents there to support you, to cheer you on. But if you're watching this and you're young, even if you don't have one of your parents, think about yourself. Think about how you can get out the projects. Think about how you're better than that to end up on welfare. And if you're a female unwed with a few kids, this world is big. To travel, to meet different people, new people, and learn new things, it's awesome. It really is. Do I regret joining the Army? No, I don't. Being honestly speaking, well, of course, because that's the only way. Yeah, no, I have no regrets. None whatsoever. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. It's a really delicate subject, you know. I almost thought I was gonna cry a couple of times. I'm glad I didn't. So yeah, that's it. That's all for now. If there's anything you want to know, just ask me. In the next video, I will make it about whatever you want to know. Okay? Whether it be about the military or not. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. And I hope you got something out of this. I hope you learned something. Even if it's not you, if you know someone or a few young females that you know of, who kind of have no direction right now, but they're good kids, pass that information down to them. It doesn't have to be the Army. There's the Navy, there's the Air Force, and Marines. There's other branches. Okay? So, that's it. Till next time, God willing, may you all continue to be blessed, beautiful, and ciao.